Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the All-Star Open. We've got a break in cup racing for points, because now we're in Texas Motor Shithole, the land of no trans rights, and where guns run rampant. But hey, it's NASCAR time. So now, we'll see which 4 drivers advance from the All-Star Open, the non-winners, the non-champions, the non-All-Star winners, or whatever. Because there are so many other conditions that let you race in the All-Star race. But essentially, the best of the rest looking to punch their ticket to the All-Star race. We're going to have 3 stages of 20, 20, and 10 laps, plus the fan vote of whoever's left. The leading drivers of those being LaJoie, Reddick, Suarez, and Jones.
Well, the first thing that 4 of 16 drivers are going to do is qualify and transfer into the All-Star race.
Anyway, here is the lineup. Starting 16th, driving the number 78 Palacasino Ford for Live Fast Motorsports, BJ McLeod. Starting 15th, driving the number 15 Trophy Tractor Ford. For Rickware Racing, Garrett Smithley. Wait, okay, I got a little. Wait a minute. Frankie Muntz. Sorry, no, hold on. I'm distracted. This guy was Cody Banks in the movie Agent Cody Banks. What the fuck? I didn't know he was a racer. That's cool. Like, damn, I don't know if anyone remembers that movie, Agent Cody Banks. Also, Malcolm in the Middle. That's probably a little more. I didn't know he's gonna run ARCA. Anyway, continuing where I left off with Garrett Smithley. Starting 14th, driving the number 38, First Face Credit Card Ford for Front Row Motorsports, Todd Gilliland. Starting 13th, driving the number 51, Nurtec ODT Ford for Wickware Racing, Cody Ware. Starting 12th, driving the number 42, Ferris Chevrolet for GMS Petty GMS Racing, Ty Dillon. Starting 11th, driving the number 77, Shelton Energy Solution Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, Landon Castle. Starting 10th, driving the number 41, HaasTooling.com Ford for Stewart Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Yeah, now we're, as I was saying, now for the top 10. Starting 9th, driving the number 21, Motorcraft Dex Imaging Ford for the Wood Brothers, Harrison Burton. Starting 8th, driving the number 7, Built.com Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, Corey LaJoie. Starting 7th, driving the number 3, Bass Pro Shops Tracker Off-Road Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, Austin Dillon. Starting 5th, driving the number 31, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet for Colleague Racing, Justin Haley. Starting 5th, driving the number 17, Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, Chris Buescher. Starting 4th, driving the number 43, Focus Factor Chevrolet for Petty GMS Racing, Eric Jones. Starting 3rd, driving the number 47, Kroger Wise Chevrolet for JTG Daugherty Racing, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 2nd, driving the number 99, Freeway Insurance Chevrolet for Team Trackhouse Racing, Daniel Suarez. And starting 8th, starting on pole with a speed of 186.981 miles per hour and a time of 28.88 seconds, driving the number 8, Guaranteed Rate Chevrolet, Tyler Reddick, who has to go to the back for unapproved adjustments. Why the hell? I mean, you guys have this random mother.
In the 8th row, Garrett Smithley from Pennsylvania in his 3rd Open. Florida's BJ McLeod finished 12th in the Open last year. 16 drivers. 20, 20, and 10 are the segment lengths. Let's get down to pit road. Vince Rowe.
Well, you guys mentioned Tyler Reddick going to the rear. His Richard Childress Racing teammate Austin Dillon having a similar issue with the steering component, but Dillon's team decided not to make the component change because he didn't want to lose the track position. But the problem remains. So, will this rear its head during the course of this Open and prevent Austin Dillon from advancing through to the All-Star race tonight? That's a big question and something this 3 team will be keeping its eye on. Thank you, Little.
Well, Vince, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has been in the Cup Series since 2011. He's come close to winning this open race, coming up one spot short. But that could all change tonight. His team has finished in the top 10 the last 3 straight races this month alone. And when I talk to him, they really feel confident in what they can do tonight. And his pit crew right here, they're confident they're going to keep him there up front. He will go to the front because Tyler Reddick will drop to the rear.
Thanks, Jamie. Here's some audio from the number 18.
All right. Now, time to see who's going to who's going to race their way in. The first 20-lap segment around Texas Motor shithole.
Larry, how's this going to play out? Well, it's a short race, Mike. It's only 50 laps, and there you see those
Say, obviously, the 4 cars in the back are not going to be competitive at all.
green flag laps count. Don't get busted for speeding on pit road because
Probably neither. It'll probably be among the top 10.
plus the fan vote.
They're going to be trying super hard, and all of them. I think all the cars in the top 10 have a chance of getting in.
Well, no. You're done as far as this race is concerned. You're going on to the big dance. And there ain't no win. That's what I love about this. You win and you're in. Go on to the next stage. And then that last one, I love the fan aspect of this special all-star race. I'll never forget the fact that the year that Casey Kane, right, made it off of a fan vote. Frankie goes on and wins $1 million to win. Just exactly like it was supposed to be. You know, Mike Clint, when we asked him who he liked, he gave us about 7 drivers and only 16 in the field. I like that driver on the outside there, the 99.
Suarez, mi amigo.
He'll control the start of this race because of Reddick going to the rear of the field.
Hello, Mickey and Jeffy Show. Hi, Bowser Jr. Yes, hello to you too. Thank you for subscribing earlier. I saw that. I really appreciate it. You think which Dylan, Austin or Ty? If I had to pick, honestly, I'd say the 2 RCR boys and then Jones would be the ones to point to get into the open. I think Reddick's gonna have to probably do it next, not this stage because he has to start in the back, and then I think LaJoy will win on fan vote.
Today's weather very different from yesterday when everybody was sweating and sweltering. It's only 69 degrees and a high overcast. So it is bright but no direct sun. So
Lights off the pace car, which I notice is a Chevy this time around.
And I think it puts extra emphasis on these starts. The starts and restarts, you've got to get it while we're bunched up. Get off of 2 in the lead, and if you can do that without a caution, you may be able to hold them off.
Frankie, you got a favorite?
I'm just happy to be here. I like what Larry Mack said. I like Dana Suarez. Obviously, Team Trackhouse is doing amazing this year.
With Chastain, yes.
The car, so let's see.
You had to get that in fast because they're about to rip off. All right, that pace car about to pull in. Here they go. Time to start the All-Star Open. 20 laps to determine the 21st member of the All-Star Grid. We're green at the shithole. Suarez and Stenhouse side by side. Chris Buescher not far behind. Right now, Stenhouse eking out a position. He's had a great rise to the mid-20s in points after his consecutive top 10 finishes in the last 3 races. He gets ahead of both Suarez and Buescher. Buescher trying to carve a path to second. My man Aaron really wants Buescher to get in, let me tell you that. Reddick's already moved up 5 spots in the first 1.5 laps. Stenhouse ripping away right now. Haley's fallen back from 3rd, or whatever he started, to 11th, or to 10th. He's battling with Haley. Yeah, Reddick battling with Haley for 10th, and he takes 10th. Yeah. Jones making the move on Austin Dillon for 4th. Reddick makes the pass on Custer for 10th. Frankly, I want to see how Custer does in this field, because if he finishes really badly, there is no reason for him to be in that ride anymore, other than the fact that his father is a high executive for the team, Joe Custer. Haley passes by Custer. Reddick moves up to 8th. Reddick now 3.3 seconds behind the leader and half a second away from his next target, which is LaJoie. Haley passes Ty to 10th. Buster seems to be closing in just a tad on Stenhouse. The lead wasn't that big, but just from the telemetry, he's catching up by about a 10th that lap. We're already a quarter of the way through the first stage of the Open. Yeah, Busher is definitely gaining more now. That lead gone from 0.3 to 0.25. Busher's last unofficial win was the dual race that he won. I think it was the second dual race of this year's Daytona 500. Reddick moving up to pass LaJoie for 7th. He's passed half the field in the first 7 laps. Next target is Harrison, 0.7 seconds ahead. Gap between Stenhouse and Busher getting a little bigger. Justin Haley now making the move on LaJoie. Haley's got a decently fast car, just had a bad start.
That's for 8th place. Larry Mack, speaking of tires, what do you have available in the Open?
Yeah, they've got 2 sets laid. They started on a set, they've got 2 sets laid in, so plenty of tires to do this little 50-lap race.
The lead now getting wider. The lead has doubled from 0.3 to now over 0.6. Hi, Alberto. We got the All-Star Open going on here. Reddick passing Harrison for 6th.
Visiting to Tyler Reddick, he's already moved his way up to 6th. They just told him on the radio that the 43 of Eric Jones is running just his right sides in that dark resin that you see in the corners. Not all 4. They said that's there if you need it, Vince.
Well, and Tyler Reddick's teammate just ahead of him is Austin Dillon. We talked to you earlier about the steering issue that those guys have been dealing with. Austin Dillon said he didn't want to make that change because he didn't want to lose the track position. He's running 5th. The guy who made the change, his teammate, is right behind him in 6th.
Yeah, running him down. There you see Eric Jones move up in 1 or 2 like they were talking about. Slipped up in a big way. I think the 3 car's going to look to his inside and make the pass.
Dillon passing Jones. Austin Dillon.
Spot matters, and that's where Ricky Stenhouse sits. He raced his way into the All-Star race in 2013, finishing 2nd in the Open.
What's been impressive about Tyler Reddick is he's mirroring Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s lap times, and he's out.
Stenhouse currently 25th in the point standings.
It's clean air, no traffic.
And that would be with 227 points. And Eric Almirola, the guy that he needs to catch up to, he's 95 points behind a playoff position. Reddick looking to make the pass on Jones soon. He's definitely catching up to him.
I think he's right on the schedule with what he's doing here after starting his career to be right there just outside the top 5 after 12 laps.
You see moving up, working that outside line in like you hear me talking about. That's how you're going to set up a pass. See the road.
Here comes Reddick on the inside of the 43.
Tyler Reddick is always one of the ones who goes up and feels that outside first, but you see how it comes.
Makes the pass for 5th as Haley passes Harrison Burton.
A little bit swirly in the traction compound. That takes heat to get that stuff activated. So Clint, if you're not going to win this stage, do you start playing?
You're on lap 10 now? Oh, yeah, I'm ahead. We got 7 to go right now.
Next segment, or do you worry about that after pit stop?
Again, we've got pit stops and everything
you can and feel it off for your life. 7 to go.
Suarez maybe might make the pass on Busher soon. The gap between them is less than 0.4. Them. Now I'm 6 to go. I'm 2 laps ahead of you, which is roughly a minute.
4 from this open, the 3-stage winners, and then the highest remaining driver in the fan vote.
No shock at all that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is leading this charge. I knew he's been fast leading up, especially in his
Yes, the pantslings. And we do singing video. I make music covers with my friends. Today I did one on a song from Super Paper Mario. Fun stuff. 5 laps to go in the All-Star Open Stage 1.
Tyler Reddick just ran a 29.31, almost 2 tenths.
Way farther ahead, as you said earlier, Larry, than what I thought. When I looked at this, I was thinking he could get to 7th, 8th place. He would really be looking good by the end of this.
Here comes Reddick coming up to his teammate. That's for the 4th position.
Looking at the top 3.
That car is so fast. Dylan moves down the block.
Running a little more than 3 seconds behind the leader.
If you're watching on your TV, you can't. I got it better.
Working in that outside line. I think it's come in a little bit better in 1 and 2 than it has in 3 and 4.
And when he does that, he gets such a good run.
Yeah, I took it down because the aspect ratio was off. So I re-uploaded it with the aspect ratios fixed.
Right now, in 5th spot, he is probably well positioned to be our stage 3 winner.
Our stage 2. Well, yeah, I can tell you. But I see it now. He moved down a little bit. Him making those adjustments.
Gap between Busher and Suarez is open. But of course, the gap between Stenhouse and Busher is still large in itself. And a big gap from Suarez to Dylan. Not so much from Dylan to Reddick. And I mean Austin Dillon.
He is not going to give that position up easy.
Larry, will they pit at the end of the race?
You know, Mike, I'm just sitting here thinking about that. We've seen over a half a second give up. I think if you want to set yourself up to
2 to go.
down at the end of stage 2, I think you do want to get 4 tires here.
Okay. Eric Jones has fallen back to 6th, Jamie.
It really has. And you know, my own hat tracks have been a bit of a struggle. We haven't had good
All right.
conditions this year, and
We
it
got
was
2 to go.
in this race, just saying he's overall too tight with that car, especially in turns 1 and 2.
Final lap for Ricky Stenhouse, 1.5 second lead on Chris Busher. Chevy and Ford.
All right, final lap of stage 1. Stenhouse, like I said, currently 25th in points. Had a horrible start to the season, but now with 3 consecutive top 10s, the season might be up the upswing. And with this win, and possibly something in the All-Star, he might get some nice momentum heading his way. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins stage 1 and punches his ticket to the Open.
His 4th All-Star race. Ricky Stenhouse, Ryan Patty, and crew get to celebrate briefly and make the minor allowed adjustments and get ready for tonight.
Ooh, that looks spicy. Yeah, a little heat, yeah, little kick, little zing, little spice, little razzmatazz.
Get one free sandwich with a $12 purchase on the KFC app. That's finger licking good.
And now we wait for stage 2. I've got Kirby and the Forgotten Land to beat. I finally got all my purchases fixed, my NES and my Super Nintendo. All right, we're back.
Because they are in the All-Star race, making quick work of 20 laps and having the second fastest single lap of that stage to Chris Buescher. Now, pit road will be open. This time, standard pit stop rules apply for the 15 remaining drivers, 3 of whom will transfer to the All-Star race. Chris Buescher behind the pace car, Daniel Suarez, Austin Dillon, and Tyler Reddick, who gained 11 positions during that first stage.
Like I say, Mike, we know clean air is king, but I think if you're trying to set up for that final 10 laps, that's going to be 30 laps that you're going to need to run this set of tires. I think you come make those adjustments, get those tires down, especially if you're about 5th or 6th on back.
Or anyone not named Tyler Reddick.
Probably, but I'd say Tyler Reddick will probably join the brigade.
Oh, here they all come. Almost all. Let's go to
Who
Vince
stayed off?
Well, the 3 of Austin Dillon is having some power steering issues, says it's really tight. The car handling is tight as well. So they're going to make a chassis adjustment on that 3 car, try to free him up a little bit. Right side tires, now they're going to go to a 4 tire change here. They had a debate on that. Let's go to Jamie.
Chris Buescher in the 17, good run there, but said he needed to be a little bit tighter. So we've heard kind of both ends of the spectrum from teams today. Tyler Reddick in as well, putting on 4 tires. And the 99 and Daniel Suarez, they said if you don't feel like you can take the lead here, then you need to pit.
Slow stop there for the 31.
All right, Suarez, Castle, Reddick, Dillon, Buescher, Jones, other Dillon, Custer, Gilliland, Haley. Suarez and Castle took 2 tires each.
Win a stage and get to the All-Star race. Ricky Stenhouse, you took care of business right out of the gate. How encouraging is that for you in this 47 group?
Yeah, we got, definitely a fortunate circumstance there, getting to go to the front row, and our Viva Camaro took off really, really strong there. So all the Kroger teams have been working really hard these last few weeks, and we've been getting results, which is nice. And now we get to go race for $1 million and be in the big show, which was disappointing. We sat and watched it last year, so it feels really good, and we'll make some adjustments, and got a better idea of what my car was doing there. So hopefully we can run up through the field.
So far, so good, but the work just beginning, Mike. Ricky Stenhouse advances. 15 more hopefuls coming to stage 2 next.
When you hear best-in-class range or best-in-class fuel economy, you may be thinking of really tiny cars. And you'd be really, really wrong. The Ram 1500. Exceeding expectations. Again. No wonder more people are switching to Ram than ever before.
Now we wait again. Wait a minute. I've heard of this thing. The movie that... Oh, never mind. gotta wait and wait and wait for the next 20 laps.
What would have happened if Mikey Muniz and Clint Boyer had traded places and had alternate careers to start?
Oh, don't.
Like Frankie in the race car.
That'd be so stupid.
Clint in Hollywood. How would this have worked?
This is so stupid. Good God. No, no. That is so cursed. Get that out of my screen.
And added at least 3 chins to your lifestyle. I apologize about that, but nonetheless, thank gosh that you were a good actor and I was a mediocre race car guy.
Wow.
All right, we're coming green for stage 2.
Wow, right on time. Here we are, stage 2 of the All-Star Open.
Landon Castle also with 2 tires.
Castle and Suarez leading. Castle to the lead.
Jones and Ty Dillon.
How long's that gonna last? I think Reddick's gonna smoke him, frankly. Although Castle's not off. Wait, it's like no, excuse me. That's not Castle. That's LaJoy. LaJoy stayed on track. Got to hold off the field for 20 laps. Oh, I think I saw the 77 get loose up a little bit.
Castle also got 2 tires. He's that blue and white car.
LaJoy has none.
Traffic jam there. Here's a look at it. Castle on the inside. Well, not now. Austin Dillon takes the bottom and sandwiches him, along with Eric Jones.
Suarez and Reddick outing off, and here comes Buster charging along the bottom line. He makes it past Reddick. Jones in 5th. LaJoy now up to a half-second lead in front of Daniel Suarez. But the top 6 are still starting to converge, and those are really going to be the 6 that really have the strongest chance of contending. 15 cars still on track.
He had that good run off of turn 2 down the back straightaway, but Mike, I think this is the checkup right here. He ran up behind Suarez, goes up the racetrack, and look at Busher. Full advantage out of that 17.
Hey, while all this is going on, look at Corey LaJoy. He did not stop, and he's out front.
His lead is diminishing, though. Suarez is closing in. The gap has been halved in the last lap or so, and the other competitors are closing in.
I think Chris Busher's all had an opportunity to adjust on the car. If you're LaJoy, you're going to make that thing as wide as possible. But I like what you see right there with Tyler Reddick. Moving up, trying that outside. That kid always is trying to find a different line to try to make a pass on somebody.
Corey LaJoy was 9th at stage.
I don't like that
before
camera
pit stops.
view anymore.
Now he's under fire for the lead.
But I applaud that. Why not? Why not give it a whirl? You know,
LaJoy still holding off the field. Suarez closing in. Reddick trying to duel with Busher.
Too tight there, so they made a significant air pressure adjustment to help it. They actually wanted to make a wedge adjustment as well, but didn't want to spend the extra time on pit road. You saw him slip up there as he races side by side with the 17. Never mind, this 8 won stage 2 last year at the Open and raced in the All-Star race.
I should also point out all 6 of the Toyotas are in the Open.
Front 4 are going to be under a
Right.
blanket.
Busher putting up a good fight with Reddick.
They sure are. And with the tight race car and Tyler Reddick, Chris Busher's doing a great job of
Oh crap, I need to charge my thing.
He needs
Oh, Castle crashed, and I accidentally hit a button on my remote. Castle crashed. Oh, did Dixon get the pole for the 500? Because he's being interviewed. There are 5 cars qualified for the pole, or were in the running for the pole. It was Scott Dixon, Marcus Ericsson, Alex Palou, Tony Kanaan, Pato O'Ward, and Renus VK. I know Dixon had the fastest lap before. So I saw they were interviewing Dixon. He might have been the last to go. Anyway, unmuting. Caution laps do not count.
The Open, you're going for broke. You're trying everything you can. I don't. That 2 tires call is really working for for Corey LaJoy right now. Well, he actually.
All right, Scott Dixon has won the pole. The second fastest qualifying speed, 234.046 miles per hour. 2 miles per hour lower than Ari Landijk's qualifying in 1996 in the second day.
You know, I've had a few incidents just in my pro late model.
You told me you broke your back.
Yeah, but on an oval, I would somersaulting down the track. But I had a hit just last week. You know, I'm at Irwindale Speedway, maybe going 110 miles an hour, and I felt that. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine at these speeds. You guys are animals.
Have you ever met me before and had a conversation? They don't last very long.
So if you were driving,
Or maybe cautions do count. Because caution laps don't count in the open. Or this the All-Star race period.
I'm driving for High Point Racing. Tim Helston's the owner, and I'm driving the car that Cole drove, and it's a great car, and I'm hoping I can put it back in victory circle like he did so many times before making his way into the Cup Series.
well, but first you can put it back together.
Yeah, I got to put that together, but you know, my team's amazing.
Yeah, Cole, where is he now? 9th? He's in the back half of the field.
Some Tyler Reddick audio. He's in fourth.
No, I mean, I said, obviously, 10th to 11th. I mean, finishing outside of 10th would be bad, but still, back half of the field ain't good. Also, I realized Haley, I talked about Justin Haley going backwards. He started at the back of the Open, which I didn't realize, so I forgot what I said.
Okay.
Okay, caution laps count in this stage, but not the final stage.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
We're racing for being
of the United States of America, with liberty and justice for all.
What's it like having Xfinity Internet? It's beyond gig speed fast. So gaming with your niece has never felt more intense. Hey, what does this button do?
No, don't!
We're talking supersonic Wi-Fi, 3 times the bandwidth, and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once. That's powerful. Couldn't have said it better myself. You just did. Unbeatable internet from Xfinity. Made to do anything so you can do anything. Whoa.
Commercial. We've got half of the Open left. USA. Piss. Oh, we're back.
They've got those 4 fresh tires, but again, these caution laps are kind of equalizing stuff a little bit. It's letting everybody's tires cool down just a little bit.
Frankie, 8 laps to go, and we'll transfer one more driver into the All-Star race. From this stage, who's going to be?
I'm hoping Corey LaJoy. I only say that because I like the call of staying out, and I think it'd be awesome to get rewarded with the win for doing that.
And what's ahead for you on the racetrack?
Well, I'm doing pro late models. I'm racing at Irwindale Speedway, and I'm doing the Southwest, the SRL Southwest Tour, racing the pro late models, and I'm going to be racing ARCA in Phoenix for sure, and hopefully a few races before that. But just trying to race as much as possibly can to get as much experience, because it's a totally different ball game from what I used to do for sure. You know, but I love it.
Well,
So
great.
are you racing on the side, or are you acting on the side?
I like to say now I'm acting on the side. You know, I want racing to be my focus, and it's one of those things like you have to do 100%. You know, you can't just do it halfway. If I want to make it, you know, to any level in NASCAR, ARCA, trucks, whatever it is. Like, you know, I'm racing against people who've been doing it since they were 6 years old, and I've got to do it quickly. So I'm putting it all in.
You got mine figured out. Those are two pretty good gigs, I would say.
All right, now we got 10 laps to go in the second stage.
9 laps to go. Corey LaJoie, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Eric Jones.
Also, hi, Josh Van Deventer. No, the record, he's 2 miles per hour off. No one's hit 236 miles per hour in a long time, and he had a maximum lap of 239. So I don't think that record is ever going to get broken. So, all right, Suarez and LaJoie side by side. Buescher goes down, along with LaJoie. He's going to go 3 wide. Oh man, LaJoie loses it. Now it's Buescher and Suarez battling it out for the second spot. Here comes Reddick on the bottom. Where will he go? He's behind Buescher, and Buescher goes to the lead. I'm sure my man Aaron is going to be freaking out about that one. Reddick still moving though. Reddick charging on the outside now of Suarez. We only have 8 laps to go. Any moves now are going to be pertinent. LaJoie holding off the challenge from Jones. That's for third. That's for fourth.
Yeah, I think the only way my no tires worked was out there in clean air. Once you get in traffic, you really pay a price.
Buescher and Suarez battling. Well, not even really battling. Buescher's right now is 0.3 seconds ahead of Daniel Suarez.
And moving forward, as you see Suarez and Tyler Reddick, we've watched Tyler Reddick come from the back already. As he approaches them, guys, you got to...
One of my favorite moments in NASCAR history was 05 All-Star Open. Mike Bliss versus Brian Vickers. A classic moment. Vickers spinning out Mike Bliss right at the end. I don't know why I like it. It just seems so crazy because it was a rarity, and it also showed how much of a wreck magnet that Brian Vickers could be. And don't forget 06, when Scott Riggs, of all drivers, pulled off the W to advance to the All-Star Open.
Whether you're a competitor or wherever else, you have those guys that you look over your shoulder as favorites, right? Whether we call them favorites in the booth.
Now it's the battle for 5th between LaJoie and Austin Dillon.
Was on that, but I had Suarez, Reddick, Jones, and Stenhouse Jr. as my favorites coming in here. That being said, really neat to see Buescher get to the lead, make a, capitalize on that opportunity.
Margin not changing. LaJoie really holding on to that 5th, trying to hold on to that 5th position. Haley's behind.
And has used them effectively. He got 4. Suarez in second got 2. Reddick got 4.
RFK not really even showing up. Look at where Chris Buescher is in points. He is not doing that well either. Buescher is 21st in points. 4 to go. Yeah, Haley back from the back to the front is gonna do it twice. Haley up to 6th.
Live streaming? No.
Oh, hi, hi, Demarius. How are you? That's my man right there, along in the chat with me. We got 3 to go, or more like coming to 2 to go.
I don't think you can hear me.
I think we're going to have one very happy Motorsport Fan 17 in about a minute.
Chris Buescher has 1 start in NASCAR's All-Star race.
When he won.
2017, after he won a cup race at Pocono the year before.
2 to go. Yeah, they're not moving fast on the other. Probably because they're going wide open in the turns. All right, coming down, white flag out for this stage. Chris Buescher a lap away from putting himself in the All-Star race. A career highlighted almost by mediocrity. He got that lucky win at Pocono, but a win's a win. Back 6 years ago. He won his duel earlier in the season. Been trying to hang on, see if he can get his way back into the picture for the playoffs. But now, through 3 and 4, will Suarez be able to make any ground? Not gonna happen.
No.
Chris Buescher wins stage 2.
Buescher.
Should I call Aaron?
That's
Yeah.
You hear me, Drew, right?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Thanks for your streaming, by the way.
Yep. Thanks.
I couldn't hear you at first. I had to like refresh the browser page, so I just rejoined back.
Yeah. And I'll try to get a hold of Aaron
Bring him in.
because he's probably going to be very excited.
Fine for right now.
We got one more 10-lap dash after this. I didn't have Buescher or Stenhouse on my radar for this one.
I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm gonna do all my
Talking
view and sub
to my
counts at
friend.
the end after the fan drive while the fan drive is being announced. So just letting the people know. Yo, Aaron, how does it feel? How does it feel?
Hey, Aaron.
I'm definitely very impressed by that.
Yeah,
How
right.
about that stage?
Nice drawing, man. Yeah, very happy. Let's see what he can do in the All-Star race itself.
This is still ass. I want Montreal for fucking Texas.
Yeah, wouldn't we? I think we'd all rather race on Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, but yeah,
Montreal's a better fucking
of
racetrack.
course it is. All right, I'll see you later, Aaron. Just wanted to say congrats.
Like I said, look, Montreal is my home racetrack. I was born in Ottawa, Ontario.
I didn't know that. That's
It's
cool.
really not that, it's not that far from Montreal at all. If you think about it, it's just a border away.
What do you
And
think
well, I grew up in Texas most of my life.
in Texas? All right.
yeah.
I'm curious. What do you think about the F1 the Canadian F1 drivers, Stroll and Latifi?
Latifi. Oh shit!
Latifi is Williams. Stroll is Aston Martin.
I like Latifi.
Yeah.
I like Latifi.
He's a nice
It's just
guy.
Lando. Oh my god! No.
Lance Stroll.
No. Lance fucking Stroll. Oh no. Daddy's cash.
Yeah. The thing is, I think Stroll's better than Latifi, though. Latifi's...
I like Latifi though.
I like him, too, but he's terrible.
He's just on a bad team.
But he's routine. Russell outran him completely.
I mean, that's true. I mean, George Russell is actually carrying the team like
dad's
crazy,
gone.
but I feel like,
Okay.
you know, I just feel like if Latifi does get a better like ride, he could do better. Or if he like goes to IndyCar, say, do better.
Yeah. But, you know, I
I'll be
know
right-
Sainz got a contract extension, but frankly, I think that should be terminated if he doesn't win a race this year.
Latifi should just go to IndyCar at this point. Coolness for him.
And who would he take the spot for?
And just pull Alexander Rossi, or just pull like
Actually, if Colton
Any
Herta,
over-
Colton Herta, they're trying to get Colton Herta of F1, right?
because he's talented.
Put him in his spot. Same team, but
Yeah, just Latifi, just Andretti equipment. There you go.
right. Well,
I'll be
well,
right.
you know, also, do
I'll see you later.
when they
Talk to my
announced
friends
the-
from school.
Wait, do you remember when they announced the new OEM that is very close to joining NASCAR? I want Mercedes to with a team that fields F1 drivers on the off weekends that they don't race.
That sounds cool.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton in the Daytona 500, or Lando Norris or Danny Rick. Wouldn't that be cool?
Also, remember, Williams is basically a development team for Mercedes.
Yeah, Latifi and Albon as well. I'm just gonna draw the drivers people like and George Russell. I mean, we'll get all the ladies like that.
Yeah, all the oh yeah. Remember people used to say George Russell looks, Carson Hocevar and George Russell looks like the same person.
It was cool. Really,
They do have similar
good
hairstyles.
push down the front straight away. And
But they look the same person.
That grip was just starting to come in, so I'm
We just call Carson Hocevar the American George Russell.
It's amazing, Mike.
Both talented.
Opportunity to race for $1 million.
Both look like the same person.
You bet. It's his home track, Vince, and last year.
Next week's gonna be crazy. Next week's gonna be crazy because we got Monaco, we got Charlotte, and we got Indy.
shoot.
The 3 biggest races for each of the 3. Well, yeah, it's just,
Sunday morning, Sunday evening. No, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night.
yeah. Morning is Monaco, afternoon Indy, and evening is.
I hope the Coke 600 is on Fox. If it's not, I'm be
It
pissed.
is on Fox. It's the last race on Fox.
I just don't understand why they just transition all the races to FS1. Like, why couldn't they do what they did back in the day? Just have like
USF
all the races on cable.
No,
Well, not cable, but like on like regular
some of the
TV.
races, some of the races back in the day were on FX. Like I know the spring race.
It was like FX. It was. I know it was. Some races were on FX, but most of them were on Fox.
Yeah, I don't know US because
They
USFL.
need to play NASCAR races on FX again, in my opinion.
Like I said, they do it for USFL, which is stupid.
Anyways, see you later. I'm just gonna talk to some of my friends at school.
All right.
Well, you have a good day, man.
You too, Damaris.
Prepare yourself.
That's how you pronounce it.
That's how you pronounce. Wait, I pronounced it wrong.
It's Demarius.
Demarius. Okay.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
cooler.
Okay.
Even
All
cooler.
right. See you later, man.
See you later. Great, that commercial's a heartbreaker.
Welcome back.
All right.
Texas Motor Speedway getting ready for the final 10
Time. We got 10 laps to go.
All-Star Open. And it's 10 green flag laps. And Cole Custer on his pit stop.
Speeding.
Had
Uncontrolled tire. I mean, yeah. My man Molten Rage will not be happy. But frankly, Custer was not going to win that thing anyway.
Here's Daniel Suarez thoughts coming to this hopefully final restart.
All right, who's ready to see this open to the end?
Well, wait a minute, Larry. Not everybody's on used tires, are they?
There's some back there in the back on fresh tires.
All right, this time that was Tyler Reddick. This time he'll start alongside.
Here we go. Final stage. Suarez versus Reddick going to be the big battle, but Jones and or Austin Dillon could spoil it.
You heard Suarez say the car's a little bit edgy.
Well, Joy having a good run to 6th right there.
This is what we want to see.
Suarez and Reddick side by side. Reddick pulling ahead on the backstretch. Suarez reeling him back in as he dives down into turn 3.
Down into turn 3.
And he will clear. Reddick,
That was huge.
probably the best driver outside the playoffs right now, at risk of not making the Open out of the All-Star race.
On new tires, I believe, is Corey LaJoy in 5th.
Yeah, Mike, the top 7 stayed out right before that restart.
Top 7 stayed out. Okay.
Eric Jones in 3rd. Doesn't get off turn 2 that well. The front 2 scoot away.
All right.
And here's LaJoy.
Joy trying to make moves. Looks like he's going to make a move for 4th right here. He's got 20 lap newer tires. We got a crash. Reddick spins. He almost collects his teammate. Oh, Harrison Burton runs into him. And that's going to end both of their days. Poor Reddick. Oh, God. Damn, man. Burton, Harrison, what are you doing? You ran into him.
Reddick has had great speed all this season now.
And now, damn, he won yesterday's Xfinity race, but this has got to be a gut punch, as I had him pegged to make the race. Man, he lost it. But, you know, the benefit of that, LaJoie is now in the top 3, and he might make it into the Open.
Trying to make something out of it, right? Coming from the back, digging his way out, and unfortunately, car got out from underneath of him, and the rest is history.
Jamie?
And Tyler Reddick queued up his radio and he said, "See guys, I told you, I just cannot run that line." He was trying something a little different and it just didn't work out.
Just not enough grip in that part of the racetrack.
Started to hit the bumps too. You know, right as he went over the bumps, you see that car, the rear end bouncing around and got him loose. Happens that fast. You also hear, all right, you heard Daniel Suarez say, this grip's coming in, the track's putting rubber down. As this night progresses, it's only going to keep getting better and better.
Just remember, caution laps do not count. We still have 8 green flag laps to go.
Saw a lot of grass on the nose of Eric Jones as he went by.
Well, he was all the way down in the infield grass trying to avoid all that.
I can tell.
Harrison Burton made it back around the pit road, and you see a lot of damage. He or Justin Haley, one of them, was going to run into Tyler Reddick whenever Reddick stopped spinning and sliding.
You see Eric Jones, keep an eye on him, have to move down and go through the grass just like the 3 of Austin Dillon did, but you see it.
I think Corey LaJoie is now in position to win this race.
In fact, Eric Jones right now is all over the back of Daniel Suarez trying to pull that grass off that opening, and it looks like maybe he was successful.
8 laps to go. We're under caution for a crash by Tyler Reddick that ends up collecting Harrison Burton.
Tonight on FS1, $1 million is on the line. Points, just money. It's speed versus greed. And it's all out battle for $1 million. The NASCAR All-Star Race, tonight at 8 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
Mac and cheese. Fries.
Tenders.
Silence.
KFC sides lovers meal. Pair 3 sides with tenders or your favorite fried chicken. That's
Now, KFC would be the only fast food I would ever like to consistently go to. KFC literally just tastes so good. Mashed potatoes taste good. Mac and cheese doesn't taste too terrible. There's a certain type of really bad mac and cheese where it's super watery with the sauce. It's not. It's got the right type of zestiness with the cheese. And, you know, fries are good. Like, the mashed potatoes. Oh, and my God, the chicken is just... It still tastes like good quality chicken, well breaded, and actually spiced. Oh, God. I'm salivating at the mouth. Yeah. Oh, God. I could really go for... There is a KFC near my house. I should go, like, once my wallet is replenished. I spent almost over $500 on stuff for my retro video game collection. I'm gonna say I'm the proud owner of Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, they're showing us again. Okay, there's no fry. Yeah, they're fried. Biscuits. Oh, God. I love KFC biscuits, too. Nice and buttery in the middle. Perfectly flaky. Oh, God. It's like KFC's the only thing that you can feel, taste the love in the food. Popeyes is also good, but it's not as good. Oh, God. It's completely unhealthy as well. But fuck do I love KFC. Wait. Hold the... What the fuck? Frankie Muniz at the 01 500. Oh, no.
What a weekend that had to be.
Amazing. I mean, obviously as a race fan, because I've been a race fan my whole life.
Frankie Muniz at the 01 500. That's gotta be kind of sore for some people. He was in the pace car? For the race? And on the spotter stand, too?
Texas first Daytona 500 too, so
That's right.
it was quite a weekend for everyone and memorable for many reasons. Was that your first intro to racing?
No, I've been to a lot of races. I grew up in North Carolina and Raleigh. I had to go down to Texas Motor Speedway from when I was 6 to 12 watching the races. Always watched on TV. I was obsessed with racing, you know. So when I had the opportunity to get involved in racing, of course I was going to take it. And I happened to be, you know, fairly quick. And, you know, and I go, this is what I want to do. So let's go for it. And here I am.
So how crazy was it to go as a 13-year-old celebrity movie star and then take to the track as a race car driver a lot of years later and be on the high banks of Daytona?
You know, it's one of those things like...
Yeah, so my friend Disco pointed out, he was wearing the Ken Schrader jacket. That's fucking... When you consider what happened with that car at the end of the race, that's eerie.
I'm so grateful for that and the opportunities. But, like, obviously to be able to go to Daytona as a fan... And
that is one... Oh, that parent's got to be bugging her.
That was incredible.
Bugging.
If I didn't race anymore after that, the fact that I got to do that was me, you know, checking something off my bucket list for sure.
Well, that's just the dream of any race car driver to get to race at Daytona, whether it's on the road course, on the oval. You ran the Toyota Pro Celebrity race. You were a road racer. What prompted the switch to oval racing, and how hard was it?
You know, it's funny. It's one of those things I always wanted to do. I always wanted to try stock cars, but you know, when you're an open wheel, you know, racer, I'm trying to make it in Champ Car, Indy Car. Like, you know, I was focused on that.
Damn. When's the last time you heard about Champ Car talked by anyone?
So when I went back to racing later, you know, about a year ago, I was like, I want to do stock cars, and I really compare the two as like saying that Olympic diving and Olympic swimming are the same sport because they both involve a pool. They're obviously extremely different, you know what I mean? So I have a lot to learn. I'm trying to do it as quick as possible because I want to get up, you know, as high up as I can in NASCAR. And to do that, I got to move pretty quickly. I'm 36. I'm racing with a bunch of guys that are 14, 15, 16, you know, but I'm having a blast, and hopefully we'll do it.
Not to worry. Dick Trickle was Rookie of the Year at what, 62?
No, 48.
So you're saying there's a chance?
You got plenty of time.
I like it.
You got to meet a lot of drivers at that Daytona 500, but did you have a driver you truly pulled for?
I was a big Jeff Gordon fan.
Hell yeah, my man! Jeff Gordon, the GOAT!
Spin City, and he was on that episode with me.
Oh,
and he
so
was
he
so
went
cool.
by default.
Well, but no, but it was just...
Oh my God, I think I've seen that before. Oh my God, I have seen that.
Like a friend, and whenever I see him anywhere, like he's always just a really nice guy to me, and so yeah, I was Gordon.
Frankie,
I don't want to make anyone mad at me. That's why I was trying to say, look, I'm just happy to be here. I'm rooting for everybody.
You're not going to win this battle, Frankie. I'm corrected. Dick Trickle was 48 when he won Rookie of the Year. You still have a decade now.
Hey guys, we're going green.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Clint. Never thought I'd say that before. I never thought I'd say that. Here we go! Green, last 10 laps! Suarez needs a good gap. Got 8 laps to go. See if LaJoie can keep moving up.
Restart is under review by NASCAR.
Uh-oh, restart under review. That is never a good sign. Austin Dillon and Eric Jones in 2nd and 3rd. Haley moving on the underside of LaJoie for 4th. That 31 car is mad fast. Okay, restart's good. Right now, this battle for the final position is going to be between 2 of the cars I thought would make it. Suarez and Austin Dillon.
Well, I tried a pass in the grass, didn't quite work there.
Yeah. There's only been one real pass in the grass, and that was executed by Mike Skinner in 01 in the Busch race at Texas. Skirted right to the grass and kept on rolling. Yeah.
Hard to figure out. I remember Dale Jr. hit that on a restart once right in front of us and pulled his nose under. Again, you can't see through that car. If he's on that edge right on the grass, he'll get right through it.
Now, Haley has moved up to third.
And remember, Corla Joy, he's the only driver in this mix that has those 4 fresh tires. Frankie, you talked about
Yeah.
how they're on it.
But frankly, right now, it's not doing him as much good as it was earlier.
Sure. Definitely not holding back. 5 laps to go.
Suarez now 0.8 away.
The 3 of Austin.
5 to go in the stage, and the Open as a whole.
And he's about to have company.
Suarez is jobbing off 3
Justin
teams
Haley up
back
to
the
third.
lead.
I think I said that already, though.
Look at Haley's launch off turn 2. He picks up 1, maybe 2 car lengths on Dillon right off 2.
Hey, that car is slicing and dicing. Can it close in on that number 3 soon, right at the back?
Those 2 penalties.
4 laps to go. The gap between Dillon and Suarez is about a second. Between him and Haley, it's about 0.3 seconds.
He's turning almost qualifying laps in that 99 car. Out there in clean air, wide open through 3 and 4. I don't know where you could actually back up and get back to him.
Looks in the mirror and they keep getting smaller, and even as they say that, they're racing each other too. That's exactly what Daniel Suarez wants to see.
Haley's gone up and into the traction compound looking for grip.
All right, coming down to 3 to go. Mi amigo trying to get into the All-Star race. He's been in there at least once before, I think, with Joe Gibbs Racing when he might have won a segment in the All-Star Open
On the exit with the run.
when in 2017 or 18.
Larry, I think we've come to the point in this run where those 4 fresh tires are no longer such a big advantage.
No, they're not. You know, again, you had that caution period to cool them down, and you know, everybody was up there in the top 6 or 7. They're on the same tires, so didn't really give anybody an advantage up there.
Haley draws ever
Suarez won the Open in 2017.
for second.
All right. It's the gap now, 1.36 seconds.
The All-Star race twice.
Daniel Suarez go kind of the white flag. 1 more lap to go. He won this event 5 years ago to progress to his first ever All-Star race. It was his rookie season in the sport. Now Suarez with a new team, Team Trackhouse, with his amigo Chastain already in the All-Star race, is looking to tie it up with another half lap.
50 of his laps. The information that he and Travis Mack, his crew chief, were able to gain.
Through 3 and through 4, Daniel Suarez wins the All-Star Open.
His 3rd All-Star appearance.
And we still have to hear which driver has won the fan vote. Since Suarez has gotten in, that leaves there were 3 top runners announced earlier in the week: Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, and Corey LaJoy.
Both drivers, both teams.
I believe it's Corey LaJoy based on the poll I did.
How does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Daniel, made us, everybody had to work for it there. I mean, made some good changes and got him a race car there right at the end when it mattered. But yeah, I mean, it's just another surreal moment in my life. I mean, really, it's just so fortunate to have all these wonderful people working so hard and giving us an opportunity to do great things. So, 2 Trackhouse cars in the All-Star race going for $1 million. Pretty exciting.
Congrats. Mike?
So Ricky Stenhouse, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez are in the All-Star race.
Top 6 were all
Let's reveal
Chevys.
the fan vote winner.
Fan vote winner is
Do it. Hey, Eric Jones, it's Porter on the booth.
Eric
Got it?
Jones has won the All-Star vote, the fan vote.
Well, buddy, I know it hasn't been what you're looking for yet, but your old fans of the 43 car, the famed 43, have voted and put you into the All-Star race. Congratulations. Get yourself ready.
Derek, he's had a much better season than probably would have been expected in that 43 car. He's been close a few times to victory.
Well, buddy, get yourself ready. We'll be watching.
This will be the 3rd All-Star race for Eric Jones.
He won in late 2018 and 2019, which meant he was in the All-Star races for 2019 and 2020.
Buescher, Suarez, and Jones.
But poor Reddick. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I'll be back for the All-Star race itself. BowserJrXD signing off for the moment. Going to check the view count real quick. What did we get to? We got to 71. All right. Have a good one, guys. I'll be back in an hour or so for the All-Star race.
The city.